Today's game is brought to you in HD by EA Sports and Madden NFL 11. It's one of the most historic stadiums in the country. Welcome to Chicago. I'm Gus Johnson along with Chris Collinsworth. An exhibition contest here between the Chicago Bears and Minnesota Vikings. Chris, what do you think are some of the keys to tonight's interdivision rivalry?
Well, obviously a fun matchup between these two quarterbacks, Brett Favre and Jay Cutler, both of whom were with new teams a season ago. Obviously went a little bit better for Brett Favre than it did for Jay Cutler, but I think Brett Favre in Minnesota has a little more talent around him. Jay Cutler now trying to bounce back after his first season, obviously now with a new offensive coordinator, a new look to this team. And Brett Favre, who knows how long this guy is going to play, but when he gets on the field, as we have all seen, it is usually special.
Well, Chris, it's a great story, and we'll see if it pans out today. Forte gets the ball.
And that's why you send all those guys to plug up the holes, and that time there were no holes, really, and he was lucky to get anything on the play.
Hit and drop behind the line. Here's a 3rd and 9 situation. Ball spotted at the 27. Just gets it away. Devin Hester was the intended receiver on the play.
Good pressure that time, and they forced a bad throw. Not much he could have done with the pocket collapsing like that.
It's 4th down. The Bears are lining up to punt it away. He makes it out to the 45-yard line. The Vikings will begin this drive at the 45. He throws short. Bauman was there to bring him down.
It's one of the dangers. You bring those extra defenders trying to get after the quarterback, and you're going to leave some man coverage on the outside. That time the quarterback able to take advantage.
Looking for a man. It is an incomplete pass. Percy Harvin was his intended target. They'll face 2nd down and 10. Ball on the 44-yard line. Short pass to his left.
Nice play that time. The defense came with the blitz there. He made a good read, delivered a nice ball in there to the open man.
He rolls out to his right. They make the tackle, but not before he gives the Vikings a first down and goal. Tosses it out. And he makes it out to about the 5-yard line. Just 5 yards away from a touchdown now. They hand it off. Touchdown, Vikings! The Vikings get on the board first.
Adrian Peterson is one of the top backs in the NFL. He really is. Vision, awareness, acceleration, you name it, this guy's got it.
Ryan Longwell is good on the point after. Minnesota is up a score. Let's take a look at the drive summary, which is presented by Verizon. Lloyd will kick it deep. Knox is deep, looking to return the kickoff. This will be down to the end zone for a touchback. It's 1st and 10. Flips it out short to his left. And they can't complete the first down pass attempt. 2nd down coming up. That'll make it 2nd down with 10 to go. It's the tailback. And the tackle was made by Johnson. Nice running for a gain of 6. And so it will be 3rd down. So it's 3rd down. The offense will need about 4 yards to pick up the first. Looks left. Here's a short pass.
Patience for a wide receiver is just so key. He's able to manipulate that defense, set them up one play, come back with the exact same look, and break off of it the next. Beautifully run.
First down and 10. They spot it on the 34-yard line. The stop was made by Kevin Williams. So they have it at the 34. They'll keep it on the ground again. Third down now, 10 yards for the first. Ball on the 35. Under heavy pressure. Gets it off and he takes a hit.
And when you get a wide receiver with that kind of talent on the outside, he is a threat to take it all the way on any play.
excellent gain through the air will set them up with another first down and 10. He makes another catch.
The Bears are putting together a good-looking drive here. That's their third first down.
Forte on the run. He's brought down at the 7. Forte gets 6 yards on the play. Six more yards for the score. Someone jumped early down there.
False start. Offense.
Well, no excuse there. The offensive line obviously knows the snap count, but suppose it's easy to lose concentration with one of those big defensive linemen in your face.
The offense will line up at the 6. Just gets it off. Touchdown, Bears!
Well, it just goes to show that you don't have to be the fastest guy on the football field to get open. That time, some physical play, getting off the line of scrimmage, a good quick cut, and he gets it in for the touchdown.
Extra point is good. Gould will be kicking off. Johnson is back to receive the kick. And he gathers it at the 6-yard line. He makes it out to the 28. The offense will take over at the 28-yard line. Gives it to the back. Chris Harris was there for the stop. It's a first down on the 10-yard gain.
You know you have a pretty special player at the running back position when, despite the fact that they're run blitzing him now, he can still get out of there and still come up with a nice gain.
Gives it up the gut. Cuts back and he's dropped.
Adrian Peterson can see the field so well, and as a runner, you need to have that kind of vision to be successful.
Adams drops him for a loss at the 43.
Well, Tom, the offensive line just didn't get any push there. They've got to do a better job knocking those guys off the line of scrimmage.
Facing a 2nd and 13 situation here. And that's the end of the first quarter. We've got a tie ball game. Barely gets it off. A burst of speed, and he's in the open. He's knocked out of bounds at the 2-yard line. And that was a huge gain through the air.
There's nothing like a big pass play to spark an offense. You can see the enthusiasm now, not just in the quarterback and the receivers, but also in those big guys up front.
So, a great opportunity for the offense here as the big pass play sets them up with first down and goal. Fight for the loose ball. Who's got it? Chicago has the football. The Bears fought for it and came away with possession. Cutler readies the offense for what will be a long drive if they intend to score. Forte gains around 6 yards on the run. So second down, the offense needs about 4 for the first. Dumps it out right. He's tackled at the 31.
Well, when you have a talented running back like this, you always have to account for him. That time, a nice play-action pass opened it up down the field.
He gets off the throw.
It really is so much the key to football. You talk all the time about you have to establish the run. Well, there you see why. You establish the run, and then you come with the play-action pass. Just so hard to defend.
Now we have a first down and 10 to go. He throws downfield. Devin Hester was the intended receiver.
Anytime you give up that quick pressure like that, very seldom are those passes completed.
They keep it on the ground with the tailback. Forte gets 3 yards on the play. Facing third down now and 7. Has a man short to his left. A 5-yard gain on the pass.
Line it up, baby.
Fourth down. The Bears lining up to punt. It bounces out of bounds at the 23. The Vikings will set up shop at the 23. Finds a way to get rid of it as he's hit.
Pass rush almost got there that time, and he has to feel a little lucky that that ball just fell harmlessly to the turf.
He's still moving forward. 6-yard pickup, and now it's third down. Short pass to his left. Makes a cut, and he will be hit and dropped. It's 1st and 10. Ball on their own 36. Brought down behind the line.
And let's give credit to the defense. They had a great push there. They got in the backfield, took control of their own gaps.
Looks left. Here's a short pass.
Boy, a missed opportunity there. If he could have gotten the ball to the halfback that time, there was a chance he could have done something with it.
That brings up another third down attempt. Gets the pass off. Percy Harvin was the intended receiver on the play. The Vikings are lining up to punt it away. Fields the punt at the 19-yard line. The offense had a little success on their previous drive, but they had to punt it away. Here comes the heat.
I don't think there's any play in football that's prettier than a perfectly executed blitz. If you time out the snap count, if you disguise it, if you don't tip it to the quarterback, you end up with results like that. Big sacks, big plays.
They get 3 yards on the play. That brings up third down. It's now 3rd and 12. Surveys the field. It's knocked down. Excellent play by the defender. And it'll be 4th down following the pass deflection.
And those are the kind of big third down plays you have to have on defense to get the ball back and give your team a chance on offense.
Fourth down. The Bears ready to punt this one away. He angles it out of bounds at the 49. They had to punt it away on their previous drive. Gives it off. He's dropped down at the 47-yard line. Goes through his progression. Hit as he throws. They picked it off.
As those big defensive linemen will tell you, we're a whole lot more athletic than you think. And that time, he certainly proved it with that interception.
He's wrestled down at the 46-yard line. Knox with his third reception. Short yardage situation here, 2nd and a yard. Here's the pass.
Jay Cutler has a reputation as a bit of a wild thrower. Sometimes, I don't know, maybe it looks like he's almost aiming the ball. If he just relaxes and just goes back to the fundamentals of his mechanics, I think he'd be fine.
Forte off the left side. Did he get there? We'll have a measurement. The call is short. The defense does its job. It's 4th down. The Bears lining up to punt. The punt rolls into the end zone. Touchback. The Vikings come back out looking for better results than their last time on the field. Here's a handoff left side. Gets about 4 on the play. 2nd down. Sure to make an impact on the field are this game's top performers, presented by Gatorade. It's 2nd down and 6. 2 minutes to go in the half. Short throw to the left. Bauman drags him down to the ground at the 34-yard line. They're going deep. Great catch before they knock him out of bounds. 1st down. Good gain through the air will set them up with another 1st down and 10. And the pass is incomplete.
And that's one of those that the wideout goes back to the huddle thinking, he stinks. This guy's terrible. Then as soon as he sees his quarterback, he says, don't worry about it. We'll get it next time.
The give to the tailback. Touchdown, Minnesota. The Vikings go down the field in 5 plays and score the touchdown. And he adds the point after. Minnesota is up a touchdown. And here is the drive summary brought to you by Verizon, the official wireless service sponsor of the National Football League. Lloyd gets ready to kick it away. This will be down to the end zone for a touchback. They'll start at the 20-yard line. Has a man to his right. Little flip. Second down now following the incomplete pass. The pass is away. He's brought down at the 37. You know, it's really easy to overlook those big guys on the line, but they did a good job picking up the blitz.
Well, the defense was in zone coverage. They got good pass protection, and anytime that happens, it tends to really stretch those zones and widen the holes. They brought the blitz that time, didn't get there, but did throw off the timing of the play to get the incompletion.
He's going to throw it. He's dropped down at the 44-yard line.
Yeah, he scored a few style points with that one, but more importantly, they pick up the first down.
Still looking for an open man. He's wrestled down at the 27. Devin Hester with his 3rd reception. He rolls out to the right.
So much of the game today revolves around those substitution packages, trying to bring extra defensive backs on the field to try and help against the pass. But when you have a big receiving tight end, that really makes that plan awfully tough to execute.
Inside give.
Nice call there by the defensive coordinator, coming with the outside linebacker blitz, which really put some pressure on this group up front.
Greg Olsen was his intended target. The offense is down by 7, so this is a very big 3rd and goal from the 2-yard line. Has a man short to his left. Griffin can't hang on to the ball. Chicago is able to fall on it.
Sometimes there's nothing more interesting than a fumbled football because that oblong-shaped football really makes for some interesting bounces out there. They were lucky to get that one back.
So with the half ending, they're just going to try and put 3 points on the board. Gould will be kicking off. Johnson from the 1-yard line. They drop the runner at the 19. And as we head to halftime, the score is 14-10. Minnesota awaits the kickoff to start the 3rd quarter. Johnson from way back at the 2. Gets to about the 24 before going down. Searching for an open man. 2nd down coming up after the incomplete pass. So they'll face a 2nd and 10. Ball on the 24. He's searching for a receiver. Sidney Rice was the intended receiver. They line up at the 24. It's a pass. Room to run along the sideline. Touchdown, Vikings. Sidney Rice is proving once again that he's an extremely versatile weapon, passing the century mark and receiving with that reception. Extra point is good. Lloyd will send this one deep. He'll down it in the end zone. They'll get the ball here at the 20. Oh, he's off. 9-yard pickup. And that'll bring up second down. Cutler hands it off straight ahead. He's tackled at the 33. Matt Forte found some room and was able to pick up the first. And we'll have a first down and 10. Ball is on their own 33. Pass is short right side. He's brought down at the 43-yard line. Knox now has 5 catches. Now we have a first down and 10 to go. Up the middle. He's dropped down at the 37. Picks up 6 yards. That brings up second down. Now it's 2nd and 4 on their own 37. Good coverage downfield. Bennett was the intended receiver on the play. Third down and 4 coming up right here. Short pass to his left. Knox was his intended target. So, it's 4th down. The Bears ready to punt this one away. And it's in the end zone for a touchback.
The Vikings are looking like a confident bunch on offense right now. If they can put together another touchdown drive here, they'll have a significant advantage.
It's now 2nd and 9. Ball on their own 21. They give it off here. He's tackled at the 25. Pickup of 4, and now it's 3rd down. He gets off the throw.
Well, the beat goes on for Brett Favre in this passing attack. The Minnesota Vikings really were sensational a year ago. Brett with a remarkable year, 34 touchdowns to just 7 interceptions. His quarterback rating of 107.3 certainly put him in the hunt for the MVP, and I think arguably with the way the Vikings played last season, you could make a case for him being the MVP. Of course, Peyton Manning ended up with that award.
Feeds it to the back. Gains his way to the 30-yard line. The halfback with the carry. They pick up a chunk of about 6 yards. Second down. Second and 4 coming up. Ball on the 24. Looks like the offense is a little excited down there.
Offense. Repeat, second down.
Well, that's more than a little humiliating for an offensive lineman. Unfortunately, there's nowhere to hide after one of those. And, yeah, they know national television is going to be talking about them as well.
So another third down coming up for the offense. He's wrestled down at the 19.
The Vikings go to the ground game and find more success. It worked out pretty well in the first half, so they're probably going to stick with it, and why not?
It's 1st and 10. Ball inside the red zone on the 19. On the ground with the tailback. Here's a look at today's red zone numbers made possible by Old Spice Body Wash. Smell like a man, man. Makes it out to about the 10.
Well, they brought the blitz that time. The offensive line did a pretty good job recognizing it. They got the blocks, but the back was still able to get out of there for a nice gain.
Here's the give.
Yeah, he really didn't have an opportunity to break that one, but at least he was able to get enough for the first down and move the chains.
Minnesota looks to take a commanding 3-score lead here. Johnson on the handoff. He's brought down at the 2. Johnson picks up about 4 yards on the carry. The defense is backed up against their own end zone. Gives it left side.
What a run that was. He was trapped behind the line of scrimmage. It looked like he was going to go down for a big loss. Instead, he breaks the tackle and runs it in for the touchdown.
And the point after is good. Lloyd gets ready to kick it away. He's brought down at the 24-yard line.
The Bears are in a dangerous territory right now. This one's gotten a little out of hand, but a touchdown on this series, maybe your defense gets a little momentum going.
And that's the end of the third quarter. The score is 28-10. The Bears are looking at a 3-possession deficit as we start the fourth quarter. Flips it out short to his left. Devin Hester was the intended receiver. They line up at the 25. He's going to pass. Bennett was the intended receiver on the play. Looks like they decided to go for it here. Has a man deep. The pass is tipped.
They felt like a field goal wasn't going to help them there, so they tried to convert, but the defense made the play and got off the field.
Give to the tailback.
Yeah, great defense at the point of attack, but also very impressive, the pursuit to the ball. They were all coming there.
Has a man short to his left. He's knocked out of bounds at the 1. Another completed pass puts him over the 300-yard mark.
And you know, this guy just loves to play football. I really like talking to him before the game. You can hear the passion in his voice. And when you have a leader that has that kind of passion and that kind of emotion, it's just so much easier to play the game.
They line up a few feet from the goal line. Hands off to the back, and he's in.
One score is nice, but two, that is really special. And ask any fantasy football player out there, if this guy's on your team, you're almost as happy as he is right now.
And he adds the point after. So, with over 13 minutes remaining in the fourth quarter, the score, the Vikings 35, the Bears 10. And here is the drive summary brought to you by Verizon, the official wireless service sponsor of the National Football League. Lloyd is ready to kick this one off. He makes it out to about the 21-yard line. Short throw to the left. He's tackled at the 22-yard line.
Good job all the way around by the defense that time. Not only did they have the deep routes completely covered there, but they also had the check down well within their grasp.
He's off target on the pass. Incomplete. Third down coming up after that incomplete pass. They line it up at the 22. Rolls to his right. It's tipped away. Great defense. And the pass will fall incomplete. Fourth down coming up.
Well, at the end of the game, you go back and you basically say, what happened on third down? And you have a pretty good indication of how that game came out. Good play by the defense.
Going up top. He's dropped down at the 39-yard line.
And he went way up to snag that one. That was a pretty catch.
The big gain through the air sets up the offense with another 1st and 10. Brings it in for a completion. He's stopped behind the line, losing 3 on the play.
Boy, that's just great anticipation by the defense there. They saw that play coming and were all over it.
And now the offense will be faced with a third down situation. They spot the rock on the 42-yard line. He's going deep. Going up top, and he's wide open. Touchdown, Bears! Point after is good. In the fourth, with more than 11 minutes remaining, the score is the Bears 17, the Vikings 35. And here is the drive summary brought to you by Verizon. Gould will kick it deep. Harvin gets it at the 2. He gets this one to the 26-yard line. They'll go to work at the 26-yard line. First down, 10 to go. Pass is short right side. He's brought down at the 28-yard line. Hands it off. He lost it. There's a battle for it. Johnson falls on it. The Vikings are going to hold on to it.
Huge effort to maintain possession of the ball. When you're mixing it up at the bottom of one of those piles of big bodies and clawing and scratching, it's tough.
Looks left. Here's a short pass. Adrian Peterson was his intended target.
Wow, was that a bad throw? I don't know if the ball slipped out of his hands or what, but you have to make that one.
It's fourth down. The Vikings ready to punt this one away. He'll take off from his 18. Greenway recovers the loose ball. To the 10. Touchdown, Vikings. And he adds the point after. More than 9 minutes left here in the fourth quarter, and the score, the Vikings 42, the Bears 17. Now it's time to take a look at the drive summary presented by Verizon. Lloyd will be kicking off. He'll down it in the end zone. The Bears will start this drive at the 20-yard line. There's the deep throw. And he's tackled at the 27. Knox has been a very effective weapon in the passing game today. That last catch puts him over 100 yards. So it's now 1st and 10 after the big pass play. They'll give it off here. He fights forward to about the 23. Has a man to his right. Little flip. Here's a look at today's red zone numbers made possible by Old Spice Body Wash. Smell like a man, man. A lot of movement down there on the offensive line.
Offense. Still third down.
And we'll replay third down.
Tough spot for the quarterback now after that penalty, because now the possibility of seeing that added pressure is really heightened.
Joaquin Iglesias was the intended receiver. Looks like they decided to go for it here. Flips out short. He's wrestled down at the 16. Bell makes his first catch of the game after going the entire first half without one. And they'll run him again. They make the stop, but the Bears will have a 1st and goal. They're down inside the 5. Ball sits on the 3. They might have mistimed the snap on that.
Well, no excuse there. The offensive line obviously knows the snap count, but I suppose it's easy to lose concentration with one of those big defensive linemen in your face.
Ten yards away from the end zone. They go with the run.
And when your defensive line can handle their guys up front and not allow the offensive linemen to get down on the linebackers, it really gives those linebackers a chance to look great.
So they are now on the 11. Surveys the field. And that's a catch. 9-yard pickup on the pass.
We play smash mouth football here, baby.
So, it's 4th down. And this one pretty much a chip shot, about 20 yards out. It's up, and it's good. Chicago comes out in the onside kick formation. He's brought down at the 37.
It's been a rough game for them for sure. At this point, you got to think they're probably just going to be glad this one's over.
Here's the throw.
And there you see just a little bit of how tremendous these athletes are in the NFL. The ability to go up above the defense and make a play like that, that was fun to watch.
First down and 10. Ball on the 15-yard line. Has a man short to his left.
I tell you, as a defense, you don't mind giving up a little dinky throw like that to the tight end. That's good defense.
Here's a look at today's Red Zone numbers, made possible by Old Spice Body Wash. Wham, bam! Thank you for smelling great, man. He gets out to about the 9-yard line. The offense will line up at the 9. He's dropped down at the 2.
Face mask, defense.
There's nothing that deflates a defense more than a third down penalty. You keep the drive alive, your defense gets fatigued. It just can't happen.
Halfback carries, and he will score.
And that wasn't a fullback, ladies and gentlemen. That was the halfback with a little power running. That was impressive.
Point after is good. Lloyd, yeah, it's ready to kick it away. It's loose. Cook recovers a fumble. They'll start this drive at the 22-yard line. They hand it off. The offensive line just hasn't opened up many holes for him. He's really having a tough time out there. That's going to do it from Chicago. We have highlights coming right up, so don't go anywhere. Here's today's Swagger Player of the Game, presented by Old Spice Deodorant. Smell like a man. Man. One player rose above the rest today. Here's the Doritos Crunch Time Play of the Game.
This has been a presentation of EA Sports and Madden NFL 11.